Let me give you the inside scoop, straight up from stage manager. We got Tenchu in the final. Oh, it's gonna be hard. You got DK in the final. Oh, it's gonna be big. And you got Midi in the final. Boy, it's gonna be wild. They've all gone through the heats. They've all done their stuff and they've blown. They've shown their skills. So there's wonder who's gonna make it. Who is gonna make it to the final? Who's gonna win that £500? My guess, it's between, I'm not saying. I'll see you after these minutes. See, you now you can stop. I can have a little a little break, a little...
Now, let me tell you something.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. About it.
Lawyer, you bastard.
We said that in African as well. You are a bastard. What do you think has given you the hottest line today?
Hottest line?
Sometime today, because there's only 40 minutes of the tape.
the hottest today, I think, has been Tenchu.
What was the line?
I can't remember it. I knew you were going to ask me that, as well. I was going, I was just trying to remember the words.
I think the hottest today for me was DK, when she said something about emerging out of Menace's ass.
Yeah.
I think that was the killer line for me.
But I just remembered it was Tenchu against Fingers when he said that if me and DK did have a baby, she'd still be as prettier than you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I thought that was hot because he did cuss him with DK in the first the last round, so he used it and come back stronger.
So counteract.
Yeah. So I did like that still.
I am going to say this on the record now. I think Tenchu is going to win. Tenchu is a surgeon. He's not even a...
He's got clear and position, and he works on the 4-bar basis. Like 1, 2, 3, bam! 1, 2, 3, bam! 1, 2. So he can at least hit you 4 times before he has to pass the mic. And sometimes the rest take a little time to warm up. And yeah.
What was the biggest mismatch for you today?
Menace and Tenchu.
Yeah.
Because I personally thought Menace won that. Because lyrically, it was better. Because he didn't repeat himself over using the same words, and he cut him up slowly and surely. But Tenchu is clear and he's got the punchlines. So it was a hard battle.
It was. But I think Tenchu won that. The reason why I think Tenchu won that, his lines, the way he done it, he just tore him apart as a crash test dummy. With a belly. You know what, the lines were just... The lines were fine.
Yeah, man.
You know.
It was definitely hot.
So we've got the last round. Who's going to be the first person eliminated?
It's going to be hard to say. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. But I know everyone's saying Midi. Do you understand? But I'm saying he's the underdog. And sometimes those underdogs bite back. And as long as he gets the clear mic, he'll be in a fighting chance. And that's the only thing I say about Tenchu. He repeats himself. He says like a couple of key phrases, then he does that 3-4 times. And that's why I marked him down against Menace, because he repeats himself.
Yeah.
But and DK is the same thing. She gets a clear mic, she's dangerous.
Yeah.
So it's it's just whoever gets that frequency and just like hits the point is won it. Anyone's game, I say.
I also think the killer blow, the clinical killing that I've seen today was DK and what's his name? Emergency. Because the way DK pulled him apart, it was unbelievable.
And you know the thing is, Emergency as he done that. There was a 2-7 between Menace and Merge and DK in the final.
Yes.
And they done like a lyrical gangbang.
Yeah. Not
my words, but that's what happened. And they knocked DK out, and them two had their chance to battle it out, and then X, Y, Z. But now Merge went up against him on his own. She said, no, hear this, hold this. You understand? And she dealt with the business. So can't take it from the girl. She's on fire tonight. She came in there, she done her work, and she's grown as an artist, as a battler. And last thing I'm gonna say is Fingers. I think like he was a very good champion, but he started his album, he started doing songs and stuff like that. And when you start getting out of the flow, you start telling stories instead of cussing people. And before, when you're a battler, all you're doing is battling. And it's a different. I'm not saying he's a bad rapper at all. I'm just saying like He's moved to the different. He's passed the championship on. Now it's time for him to make himself a great star.
So there's a certain time for a certain style. Is that what you're saying?
Well, after you've done your style, you come out the style. After you've done battling for a while and you start doing your album, you start telling stories. It's hard to jump back into the battle.
Yeah.
It's hard to jump back because you're telling a story. It's not 4 bars, bam. It's more of a pattern and flow, and it's more of a execution.
For 2011, what battle do you want to see? Like a one-on-one battle to the death?
Really, truthfully, again, right, I would like to see like Tenchu and Menace go again. Like, I'm not even gonna talk about the artists that ain't here because there's some deep artists that never made it. You understand? But if they could be in the final, I was looking forward to them being in the final.
Yeah.
Going for the bars, repeating, see who's dying. This last 3, I want them to be in there with DK, maybe Fingers, depending. Like, you don't know on the night, but up there, so they can just go back and forth, back and forth.
La word. What about Quincy?
Oh Lord, boy.
Quincy's made me love fat chicks.
yeah. I didn't dislike them before, but like he's definitely a funny man. He gave me a little 5-minute breather, gave me a breath, and made me cry. I had to wipe my eyes before I had to get back to work.
You can do just love fat chicks now,
Huh?
You can do just love fat chicks.
He's taught me a few things to do with breast, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, my iPhone, the breast.
Oh
the
yeah, you got
iPhone.
the app on the iPhone, the breast app.
Yes.
Yeah, so check that out.
The breast app. Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? Teach you how to do it right. And so check that out at the local store, battlescars.co.uk, and you can find that on your iPhone. We gotta get back to work, so Kidwo Mo signing out.
That's good.